Let's go ahead and close our eyes. We'll start with breathing down into the root of the body, opening up, um, breathing and feeling the soles of the feet. They don't have to be on the ground to feel grounded. And just feel our bodies here on the mat. I'll take 3 breaths to arrive. And breathe into the chest. Breathe into the back, the upper back, middle back. Maybe you can feel the ribs open up a bit through the back body, the sides. And feeling the lungs open, the diaphragm drawing down to expand open through the breath. The heart breathing into the chest and the deeper spaces. Breathe into the back of the neck. Energetically letting the breath just flow really smoothly through the throat as you breathe. Softening through the shoulders and the jaw. And one more breath down into the pelvis. Big breath and exhale. Bring the hands together at the heart space, honoring yourself showing up. Awesome. Let's just take like 2 fingers from the bridge of the nose through the eyebrows up and over the forehead. I always think of like a fountain with water coming up and over. Don't need to be a lot of pressure, just kind of massaging over your forehead, over the eyebrows. Into the temples. These big circles here. on one side of the neck, however you like. Maybe just a little stretch by drawing the hands down and kind of like anchor them and pull gently down the side of the neck into the chest and to the other side. And on this side, again, I just anchor my palm and kind of like I'm smoothing it downward. Just this little pull for the side of the neck. Good. Let's let that go. Feels so good. Roll the shoulders a bit. Take one hand across to the chest on the other side, underneath the collarbone, just kind of like in this pec area. You can't do it wrong. I'm just taking circles. If you find a tender spot, that's it. And the other side. Ooh, mine is tender. These areas flex when we hold plank to stabilize the arms like this. They draw the arms in. Good. Let that go. Take your arms behind you, bring your fingers down, and we'll just take some breaths up through the heart. So it doesn't have to be a big back bend. My fingers are pressing down and lifting up the heart. Open space through the throat, just kind of like this nice open line of energy. Relax what doesn't need to hold. One more breath. Good. We'll just take the hands to the knees and start some cat-cows. Great. Come up. Change your legs if you like. And some more cat-cows. Useful breath, cooling breath through your ocean breathing, Ujjayi breath. Maybe bigger exhales as needed, longer inhales as needed. Come upright, roll the shoulders down the back, reach your arms side to side, big reach, and down into the heart. Back up to the sky, up, rotate out, and push out side to side, fingertips all the way down, and rotate back up, and in, up, and out. Keep going. Energetically, I get this sense of balancing our internal experience and external, up and out. And then we take that up and in, and it gets processed through the fire within ourselves. And then we can open it back up and out, spread it out to the world. up and in. Just like the lungs, this connection, our inner world and our outer world. Up, interlace the fingers this time, press up. Draw the arms back a little bit, relax your hips and your knees. Your ribs in just a little bit so we're not back bending. Awesome, one more breath here. And gentle release into your forward fold. Take 3 heavy breaths in your forward fold if you want to sigh it out. Awesome. Let's roll forward into our table. You can bring your hands back and roll into tabletop and continue through your cat-cows. If there's an area of your body that you know is interesting for you physically, or if there's some of that like emotional energy that you're feeling somewhere, or maybe it's an area that needs a little extra support and care, you know, something is sore or tight. Whatever it is, your practice is your practice. Today is today. It's only right now. If you don't particularly feel connected to any of that, we'll just, you know, if nothing's particularly coming up for you, I'd like to have the awareness in all parts of the chest and the back body, all of everything in the ribs, you know, the lungs, the heart, that energy center. And we'll come back through tabletop and take your right leg back. Move your ankle around. Lift your legs straight back. Draw your low belly in. Press into the hands and make a little space in the upper back. Bring your toes down, push down and back into it. Change legs. And toes down, push down and back. Now to come up into down dog. Be here for 3 more breaths. In down dog, take your right leg up and stretch it out. If you want to lift it up, if you want to rotate it, you know, just be mindful of how you move. Change legs. And release that leg. Let's step all the way forward. Halfway lift to forward fold. It can be interesting in poses like 3-leg dog. That doesn't feel like it's particularly so much important to, you know, to the upper back or the chest, maybe, you know, that space. But if you're drawing your awareness into a certain space in a pose that doesn't feel like it's related, you can maybe start to find connection that maybe wasn't there. Maybe it was hiding. Maybe not. It's all just, you know, exploration. Rise up, open up to the sky. Bring it into your heart. Press the thumbs to the sternum. Take your arms to your sides in mountain pose and swoop your arms up. Big. Exhale, forward fold. Sure feels good to do this right now. Halfway lift. Long spine draws forward. Exhale, take your right foot to lead you all the way back. So the right foot's coming back. Long lunge, knee over the heel, back leg is strong. Fingertips on the ground. And just the slightest little rocking forward and back. Doesn't need much. Great, step into plank pose. Lower the knees down, draw the pelvis back. Reach through your arms. So I'm not in child's pose, I'm just drawing back. And draw the heart forward. Heartstring draws you forward until you're in a knee plank and back. A couple more times, sliding forward and back. And the next time, new exhale, forward, lower down. Anchor the toes into little cobras, little by little. Elbows hug back, more space across the chest. Low belly engaged, lifting up the navel. Shoulder blades towards each other. Couple more rounds, building up some strength in the back, warming it up. Awesome. Push into your downward facing dog. Reach your left leg up. Three-leg dog, anything that feels good here. And change legs. Lower that foot and step all the way forward. Half lift to full. Rise up, open up into the heart, arms to the sides. And here we go, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. A little half lift. Left foot is leading us back. Fingertips down, heart forward. Little pulse forward and back, just small. Strong back leg. And step into plank. Come through chaturanga. I certainly recommend rounds from the knees into cobra, but if you feel warmed up, if you want to try your full chaturanga, go on. Into down dog. Take your left leg up. Open it out a little bit, level out your hips, or level out your shoulders, and then level your hips back out. Now open it up again. So rotate the leg open and bring it back to a line. One more time. The outer hip, that pigeon area, is working to lift your leg and rotate it. And now bring it back to a line. Step that foot forward, as far forward as you can. Scooch it forward as needed. Soften the back knee down. And lengthen out your leg. Doesn't have to be like a straight leg because we're still warming up. So I just want to draw back a little bit and then draw forward a little bit. Heart forward. Sacrum pulls back to lengthen out your leg. Couple more times. Forward. And please, of course, pad your knee if you need some more, padding. Use a pillow, use a blanket. Forward and back. Draw the weight forward, and we're gonna pick up our back foot into crescent lunge. So take your back foot, hop it up a little bit, and rise up. Crescent lunge. Awesome. Step forward, land into mountain. Open up the arms, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, let the left foot lead back all the way. Fingertips to the ground, heart forward. Exhale, step back into plank pose. Come through chaturanga, up dog cobra, and up and down dog. Always an option to modify. Listen into your body. In down dog. Breathe. Take the right leg up. Rotation, level shoulders, level elbows. Back to a line so the toes point towards the ground again. And then open it up so they point towards the sidewall. Or whatever your toes are pointing at. Back into level. And open up. Back level. Lift your leg a little bit higher. Bring your foot all the way forward, as far as you can. It'll land where it does, and then bring it into place. Go and soften your back knee down, and we're gonna lengthen back and draw forward. Doesn't have to be deep stretches. More than really feeling what's happening for the legs, when I'm doing these sort of movements, it's balancing the energy of the pelvis with the heart. So it's balancing back out any fire out of the heart, nice and soothing, rocking. And kind of giving it to the ocean, the pelvis, balancing that fire and water. Our deeper sense of stability, security. I'm all right. Good. All right, let's take the back foot and step it into our crescent lunge. Hop it forward a little bit. Rise up. And step forward. Mountain. Lift up your arms. Exhale, forward fold. A little half lift, and the right foot leads back into plank pose. Come through chaturanga. And up and down dog. Awesome. Slowly settle the knees back down to the mat. Slide the hips back. Breathe through your back body, so it's kind of like cat pose here. And draw the weight forward. Lower all the way down. Make a little cobra. Exhale, let it go. Little cobra. And let it go. One more time, maybe it's a bigger cobra. Pressing into the hands if you like. Think about length. More than how deeply you could bend in the back. Open space and slowly lower down. Hands underneath the chin. Rock your knees your feet side to side. So go and bend the knees, rock it out. Awesome, let's lift up that to down dog. All that energy pressing into your hands, lifts up your hips. And three-leg dog, right leg up. Bend the knees, scorpion. Level elbows, level shoulders, equal weight in your hands. Stable standing leg. Rotation through that knee, opening it up a little bit more. Lengthen out that leg. Exhale to bring your foot all the way forward, and we're coming to twist. Back knee up or down. To me, the difference with the back knee is about where I find the twist. I think having the knee up is a little more effort for that strong leg, but it's more for me about where the twist occurs. I don't know about you. These are the things to explore. Exhale, bring that hand down, take your back foot to warrior one. So hop it up and into place. Rise up. Lengthen out your leg and we'll come to pyramid. Soften down. Bend your knee, rise up through your warrior one. Hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Roll the arm bones back. Shoulder blades towards each other. The heart lifts upwards. Hug your tailbone a little bit underneath using your glutes. Front knee over the heel. Soft eyes. Exhale, round, humble warrior. Head rounds to the inside of the knee. The arms, if it's available, you could keep them lifted and like lengthening up, and maybe it feels like something around your collarbones or like front of the chest. Use your core strength, rise up. Proud. Humble. And back up to proud. Maybe you can draw the heart a little bit higher, creating a bit of a back bend. Through the upper back. And gentle, soften your hands out. Let that go, lift them up. I didn't know I was gripping them so hard. And step forward. Open up your arms, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Sway a little side to side. Half lift, left foot leads back into plank. Plank pose, side plank, your choices. As you turn, remember how incredible that shoulder is. We want to give it space, we want to give it intention, all the core strength to support. Change sides, side plank. Exhale, hand down, hips up, down dog. And left leg up. 3-leg dog, scorpion. The body is gonna wanna turn, lifting up that like left shoulder higher, level it back out. Keep stable through what's on the ground. Lengthen the leg, step your foot all the way forward, coming to twist. Find your alignment, open up. Exhale the hand down, back foot into warrior one. Settle into your position. Breathe. Arms behind you and release the fingers. If you have the tendency to lock out your elbows, intentionally keep them a little bit bent. Lift up the heart. So it's like shining up and out. Round into humble. Take it slow, rise up, that core, lower, middle, upper body core strength. Exhale again, round. And come up. This time, allow it to be more of that back bend through the upper back, so the heart shines forward and up. Arms might draw back a little bit. Secure your sacrum, hug it with the glutes, so we're kind of squeezing under a little bit. And just softly let that go. Reach your arms up into your pyramid. So rise up through your warrior, step forward, land into your mountain. Reach your arms up. One more time through our forward fold. Side to side, a little sway. And go. Go of your neck. Let go of your forehead and your fingers. Create a little half lift. Right foot leads you back into plank. Side plank part 2. It's a sequel. Just kidding. Maybe you try lifting your leg. Maybe you try whatever you're inspired to do here. Maybe you have the bottom shin down. Change. Exhale, lower that hand. Come into plank pose. Come through chaturanga if you like. If you don't feel like doing that, bring the knees down and you can just slide forward and back again. We'll all come up into down dog. Step both feet forward. Open out the feet and the knees a little bit and we'll come down into a froggy squat at the front of the mat. Doesn't have to be super deep. If you like to support yourself with like a little stool or a chair or something, a block. Just kind of breathing into the back body, into the low back. I tend to rock a little bit here, like forward and back. I just think it feels good. Awesome. Hands down, we'll slowly come up. Let's open out wide onto the mat. Lightheaded. Open up wide, parallel the feet, forward fold. Stretch it out. Awesome. Bend your knees and come up. Open out into your warrior two. I'm going left side first, opening the knee to the left. Lengthen out your leg into your triangle. Take your ribs in a little bit in triangle. Rotate a little bit towards the sky, towards your upper hand. Feel the feet on the ground. The active legs drawing upwards, the pelvic floor strong, the low belly in, the spine lengthening. Soothing breath, one more breath. Take your top hand, soften it down to your hip, bend your knee, and come up. Through warrior two, reverse your warrior up and over. Lengthen out that leg one more time, come into triangle. And exhale, release the hand, bend the knee, come up, rotate the foot in, back into your wide forward fold. Stretch out side to side. Come up, open out the other way. Rise and sink into it if you need to. Find your alignment. Find your stable place. Warrior two, strong, open. All this open space through the heart, through the chest. Spine lifts upwards, back leg is strong, glutes engaged. Into our triangle, lengthen. And we'll be here for a few breaths. From the ground up, Feel the feet on the ground, the lifting arches, the strong legs, the glutes engaged, inner thighs lifting into the pelvic floor, heart opening up. Little rotation for the ribs up towards the top hand. Ribs in, soft jaw. Beautiful pose. Bend your knee, top hand to the hip. I kind of bring it to the hip waist area so I can feel my strong body lifting me up through warrior two, reverse warrior. Into warrior two. Back into triangle. All right, bend your knee. Come up. I'm a big fan of using my hands on my sides to feel what lifts me up so that I'm building that like brain nervous system connection, neural connection into areas that I don't really feel connected to. Rotate the foot. And that could be anywhere, you know, if it's your quads, if it's your, you know, whatever. Forward fold. Low belly is a spot often that could use some attention and awareness and kindness and love and compassion. Draw the hands forward, draw the hips back. Exhale to soften into your heart space, more length through the arms. Bring the hands underneath you. Walk them so that palms are on the ground. Fingers walking away from you. Bend the elbows. Draw the head a little further down, maybe. Great. Bring the hands under the shoulders. We're just going to heel to the feet back in to that froggy squat. Garland pose. Open your mouth, kind of like open up the jaw a bit. Soften it. Alrighty, here we go. Let's rise up. Nice and slow. Feels so good. I didn't know it was going to feel so good today. Let's just stand in mountain pose. If you want to step back to the front of your mat. So we'll do dancer. Start with the quad stretch and take it as deeply as you want to. If you are, you know, want to go to a wall. When I want support from the wall for dancer, my wall's right here. I like it to be my extended arm so that I can be in the pose here. And you kind of got to work with the position, the length away from the wall. But like, so I can have my fingers touch the wall and I can walk them down a little bit and still be very active within the back leg and the pose. Now I'm really close, so this would be a little more supportive. But if I was a little further away, it would help me to like stretch my arm forward and still have support here with my fingers, if that helps you. Beautiful. Lift up your heart. Let it shine open a little bit more. Lift it open. Breathe. Great, good job. Come on out. Sometimes I like to watch people come out of the poses. That's really magical too. And try your other side. I'm just watching you. Whatever I can see. Good job. Come on out. Really beautiful. Awesome. Wiggle it out if you need to. We're going to do either tree pose or standing figure four, your choice. What is calling up? You know your tree pose. Really active in this standing hip, whichever one you're doing. We're like suctioning the hip in a little bit so that we're using lots of strength and stability within this joint to hold us, not letting it drop out to the side. It just automatically lifts you up a little bit taller. If you're doing standing figure four, you hold onto your foot and let the knee open. Of course, there's options along the way of having hands together, hands down to the ground, coming down to kneeling. Change. Awesome. Please come out. And let's come down. Step to the front of your mat. We're just coming down all the way into child's pose from table. Let it go. If you like, arms forward, palms together behind the neck. Or you can have arms at your sides, kind of like so the hands rest by the feet. Make your way up to your seat. Come into your butterfly forward fold. That same surrender, relaxing in, same soft energy that you have in child's pose, find it in your butterfly forward fold. Come up. I just want to stretch out over one leg at a time and then come to our backs. So we'll lift up and fold. Come up, change legs. Exhale. And up. Great. I just want to come down. So bring the legs up and we'll just roll all the way to the back. Massage your back when you get there. Rolling side to side. Into your reclined figure 4. Use your leg first. If you tend to do one leg, you might just do the other one. Really close the eyes or soften them a lot. From figure 4, slide the knee, and we're going to do reclined eagle. So just let that knee slide all the way over. If you want to try bringing the toes to wrap them around the ankle, and either arm on top, crossing. Squeeze in. Feel the back on the ground. Change, come out. Figure 4 on the other side. Slide into your eagle. Let go. Bring the feet down, rock the knees side to side. So I'm letting the knees go as far as they can without strain and holding there and then transitioning. Let's take this right into twisting. Take your hips over to the side an inch or two. Any of the twists that feel good for you. Come on out, do the other side. And come out. We come to happy baby, and we'll be here for some breaths. So if happy baby is what you want to do, if there's anything else that you want to do, there'll be some time here. So. Five more breaths. And we can be on the mat and allow the body to move with its authentic wisdom, whether it's a pose or not. There's all this connection to ourselves that we gain. Let's take one more breath. And come into Shavasana in any position that is restful for you. If it's a big open star shape, classic Shavasana with the arms at the sides, daydreamer, butterfly. As you're resting, scan through your body, see what's holding. Gentle exhales. Allow the mind's eye to travel through, relaxing from the head, the chest, all the way down into the feet.